Hey, hey, get some light up in here. Hello. I just remembered, is my connection okay? I forgot I was on Wi-Fi, and usually my Wi-Fi stinks. Hi, Kristen. Kristen was just scoping. And thanks for the hearts, guys. Kristen had an awesome topic she was scoping about, and I had to sit and I didn't have to, but hey, Cindy, how are you? Hi, Tavia, how are you? Thanks for the shout out the other day. That was awesome. But yeah, Kristen was just scoping and I was patiently waiting to get on. Oh no, of course, I gotta listen to my girl, you know? Anyway, I just had a quick thought today. I had lunch with a good friend of mine and, kind of a long, good topic, yeah. So, it was sort of like a last minute thing. She was traveling here, for a conference, and she's like, hey, are you free for lunch? I'm in San Diego. And I was like, yes. So we met up and we had all these deep business conversations, you know, like we always do. But one thing we were talking about is outgrowing your clientele, and it kind of came, this idea sort of came about like after kind of digging in. I love deep business conversation, yeah. So this kind of idea sort of came after we were talking for a while, and I started thinking, you know what? Sometimes I'm worried that I'm outgrowing my clientele, like the people that I love to work with, the people that I feel like I have the heart for. Sometimes they just can't afford what I do, and so I started thinking about that. So what does it mean? And so maybe you're in the same place, and so I thought I should do a scope about it just in case you guys are going through the same thing or the same problem. And what she had also told me was like, okay, so you know that if your ideal client can work with you, if they can afford you, if they can return on their investment. And so she said, so what's like your minimum site? And I said, usually like around $5,000 to $6,000 range. And she said, now can you honestly say that they will make $5,000 to $6,000 from your website? Like, will it be a return on investment? I speak a lot. What does that mean? Oh, sorry. I know it's hard. I talk normally, but it's hard for people that English isn't your first language. I know that I speak quickly. Oh no, I'm getting all the crazies. No, you guys aren't crazy, but it's fine. But anyways, yeah, so you gotta think about it. Like, honestly, like, you want to be charging something that someone can afford. You don't want to put them out, you're English. I'm not English, I'm American. What does that mean? So anyways, yeah, you don't want to put a financial strain on someone. Obviously, you want to know that what you're providing is actually literally providing value, because you think you're providing value, but are you really providing value? And is that what they really need? And so I thought a lot about, okay, do they just need a template? Honestly, like, we do custom websites, but do they just need a template? Like, maybe they do. Oh my gosh. Blocking. So to be totally honest, like, not everybody needs a custom website. Like, not everyone needs everything, right? Like, depending on where they are in their business. So basically I have to make a decision. I have to say, okay, if these are the people, so basically the difference is like smaller business owners and larger companies. So if only larger companies can afford what I'm charging, do I want that to be, gosh, you guys are so... What kind of decision? Yeah, so just deciding on what you want your clientele to be. So are they going to be small business owners? If they're going to be small business owners that can't afford a lot, there's not a lot of room for growth, right? You can only charge so much. You'll kind of hit a cap if you're working with smaller business owners. But if that's who you want to work with, like, that's the decision you have to make. If you just say, you know what, I have to make more money because my business is growing and because I'm getting better and better at what I do. But if it's more important for me to keep that clientele, then I need to figure something out, right? Yeah, they're a mess tonight. And this is a good topic. Don't mess me up, man. All those trolls are messing me up. But if my clientele is more important, that I only want to work with small businesses, then I have to decide something, right? I have to think, okay, you know what? That's fine. I still have to make more money. I still have to grow my business. So in order to keep that clientele, I'm going to have to start, automating, or doing, or giving things out that takes less of my time, right? No, totally. If I want to grow my business, how do I actually start automating so that I can stay at a lower price point? That's the whole point. If I can stay at that lower price point, then I can continue to serve the people that can afford that price point. But if the whole point Kathy, please what? Here we go. Okay, so if I can stay at that price point, then I can still continue to be with those clients. But if I want to go into, yeah, or else you burn out. Exactly. Yeah, because you can't keep providing the same service. You got to keep growing your business, or else you'll burn out. Absolutely. Or is it okay to be a higher price, but then to basically change my clientele, right? Is it okay to grow out of your clientele? Is it okay to change genres, right? Like to move into a different part of business. And so what was so cool, like my friend kind of talking it out, was like, is there a middle ground? Because I kept thinking, okay, it's either small business or big business, but is there a middle business? Is there like somewhere in the middle of people that are like entrepreneurs that are growing their business to get to a big, but still have that small feel? So I know there's less of them, and so it would mean, you know, me really targeting and being very specific. You're in the middle. So she was saying there's like people like me, like, you know, that are in the middle, like that are on the verge of growing their business, right? So it's harder to find those people, but it is a decision that I have to make. And so I'm dealing with this right now, and so I thought maybe you guys are dealing with it too. But being conscious of what's more important. Is it more important to grow your business and kind of have your business grow with it, or is it about, you know, staying with your current clientele and kind of providing services for them that are going to be a little bit less hands-on, a little bit less of your time in order to stay at that price point? So that's kind of what you got to think about. Do you guys have any questions about that? That's really just what I wanted to share, just kind of going through that and dealing with that right now. And or like, is there a subset? Is there somewhere in the middle of, and I feel like I will have to change my clients a little bit. I don't think that there's any way really around, you know, changing your clients, because I can't necessarily work with people that don't have any money, right, to invest in their business. There's nothing wrong with them, and they're just not there yet. They're just not ready. And honestly, like I said, maybe they don't need, you know, a $5,000 website, right? Everything you share these days is exactly what I'm struggling with, right? I share in hopes that someone else is dealing with it too, and that I'm not the only one. But honestly, it's just like, yeah, Periscope's real. I'm just going to talk about what I'm dealing with in this conversation we had today. I'm not a business, I'm a website designer. I do brands and websites. So trying to decide, but this is a problem that business coaches, I'm sure, have too. It's like, do people that are just starting on business, are they even ready for a business coach? Are they ready for a really expensive business coach? Probably not, right? Like they don't, maybe that's just overkill on what they need. I'm trying to focus on a specific group, and not necessarily everyone is that. Yeah, yep, so true, makes sense. Oh, she has great tips for business, though, so like a coach. Yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely not a business coach. I didn't go to school for that. I went to school for design. I'm an artist. But I just struggle. I have these same struggles. I actually have a business coach. I hired someone to coach me. But I've been in business for a long time, and so I just know the struggles, right? Precisely why I'm working on a course for people in that place. Yeah, good point. And that's actually a really good point, Kristen. You bring up a good point. If you still do want to work with that clientele, like maybe just starting out or something, you know, what kind of products can you create for them so that you're not saying no, so you're still saying yes? I work with a lot of small businesses. Yeah, totally. And that's the thing. It's like, why would I bother, you know, trying to put myself in that space when there's already an answer for that? You know, like I don't have to be everything to everybody, right? I don't have to be the small business solution and the medium business solution and the large business solution. I could just pick one, right? I could be the medium, right? I could just be the medium person. And so that's kind of what I'm dealing with right now. But just wanted to share that with you guys. And being a small business of my own, I have to get back to work. And I'm sure you do too. And I appreciate you guys coming. Maybe limited design or limited, exactly, yeah. You can demand higher prices and still work with small businesses. Yeah, April, I kind of think I missed some of what you were saying, so I'm going to have to just jump back in and watch the replay. But I'm not sure exactly who you're talking about, but it sounds like I need to learn. And actually, my friend recommended a book called Built to Sell, and so I bought it already. It's like we literally just had lunch and I already bought it. Oh, your husband's company. Okay, cool. I got to check it out for sure. But yeah, and I guess it depends on what you mean by small business too. Like small business, I'm thinking like one person, but I just got finished working with something called a small business, where I would consider them a big business because they sell a ton and make a lot of money. And they have, you know, like a few employees and stuff. So I guess it totally depends on your version of that. They work with small business, one person. Okay, cool. Yeah, I definitely want to look into that. and huge businesses. Okay. I'm always about learning from other people and how they're doing it right. So I definitely want to hear that. But yeah, so I'm going to read this book called Built to Sell, and my friend said that I should read it. It was about graphic designers and stuff too. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to read it. Lens.com. Oh, cool. I'm a small business of me. yeah, totally. And that's what I love. That's where my heart is. But I have to like be honest with myself. Am I the best solution for those people? Am I the good solution for that? Right? Am I that person that wants to, you know, only work with small businesses? And if that's the case, can they afford me? And if they can't afford me, then I need to figure something out. Right? Something's disconnecting. I'm not giving them the service that they need. So that's just it's hard. Right? It's like breaking up. I feel like. And so I'm not saying that I'm not going that way, because that's exactly who I've always helped. I've always helped small businesses, small women businesses, right? So I definitely don't want to alienate anyone, but I just want to make sure that that's where I'm best suited and who I can help the best, right? Cool. Thank you guys so much for the hearts. Thanks for coming on a Tuesday. And I'm going to have so much fun this weekend. I'm going to Pensacola, and then I'm going to New Orleans. And I'm super, super, super excited. So I have a ton of work to finish before then. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope this was helpful, or even just got you thinking and going, have I outgrown my clientele or not? And let me know. Send me a tweet or email or something, and let me know how you're doing if you have any questions, or if you have anything that can help me out. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.